Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Twelfth Night, and today we get to hear from Sebastian in Act 4, Scene 3, which means we finish up Act 4 today, and we just started Act 4 yesterday. I told you there's not a lot of monologues in this play. So the stuff that is happening, they tried to get Viola and Sir Andrew to fight each other, but Antonio jumped in the middle, because remember, he had gone to get lodging for himself and Sebastian and had given Sebastian some money to go wander around the town, whatever. So Viola and Sir Andrew are supposed to fight, but then Antonio jumps in thinking that he's defending Sebastian, but really he's defending Viola. And then when the police show up to arrest Antonio because of that battle from oh so long ago, he asks Viola for help, but Viola has no idea who this is. And of course she doesn't have his purse. She gives him the money that she does have, but she's like, I don't know who you are. And Antonio's very, very upset about this. But Viola takes from this the fact that her brother is still alive and somewhere on the island. So she goes running off to find him. Sir Andrew goes running off after Viola/Cesario to continue the fight. But in the following scene, Sir Andrew doesn't find Viola, he finds Sebastian, who had been talking to Festi, who thought that this was Cesario and all that confused identity stuff. But when Sir Andrew finds Sebastian, he smacks him, and Sebastian smacks him back, like you do. And so they get into a little bit of a fight, which is a little bit messy. And of course, Sebastian doesn't know why any of this is happening or what's going on. Olivia is the one that jumps in and breaks this one up, and she sends away Andrew and Fabian and Sir Toby Belch, and she turns her attention to Sebastian, who she thinks is Cesario, and is like, come home and let me take care of you. And Sebastian's like, this gorgeous woman is inviting me back to her place? Of course I'm gonna go. So they go, and that was the end of Act 4, Scene 1. Act 4, Scene 2, we have Maria dressing Festi up as a priest because Malvolio is now holed up somewhere with no windows, and so there's no light in there or anything like that. So she has Festi put on a beard and pretend to be a priest that's going to go visit Malvolio to determine whether or not he's mad. Malvolio can't even see the priest that's going on. He's like, it's dark in here, it's so dark in here. And they're like, what? There's bay windows and there's all this beautiful light coming in and you can't see it? The only darkness must be in your soul. You're cursed, you're crazy, all that sort of stuff. Mariah gets a good laugh out of it and goes away. But then Sir Toby Belch is like, oh, maybe we shouldn't take this too much farther because, Olivia's already kind of upset with me. So he grabs Festi and says, go as you, talk to Malvolio and see if we really mucked up this situation beyond the fixing point, or if there's something that we can do. Maybe we can just say that it was a joke and let him go, whatever. So Festi goes back to talk to Malvolio again, now using his own voice, and Malvolio's like, you have to get me a paper and pen and some ink and some light because I need to write a letter. I need to be able to get out of here. There's no light. I just need paper and pen and ink and some light. And Festi has a little conversation with himself, going back and forth in the two voices, because he wants Malvolio to still be kind of afraid of this priest who thinks that he's mad. So he does the faking the voices. Oh, hello there, father. Well, hello there. So sort of a thing, blah, blah, blah. But then eventually agrees that he will get paper and pen and some light and some ink to Malvolio so that he can write this letter that he needs to write. And that's Act 4, Scene 2. Whew. Act 4, Scene 3 kicks off with Sebastian at Olivia's place. He's walking in the garden and he says, this is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me good service, for though my soul disputes well with my sense, that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust, but that I am mad, or else the lady's mad. Yet, if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes. So, Sebastian can't believe his good luck at this whole situation. He's hanging out at Olivia's house with this absolutely beautiful woman, and who knows what it is that they just did in the other room before this scene started. So he's walking around the garden. He's like, I know that that's real, and it's almost like he's pinching himself to see if he can wake himself up from a dream. And he's like, I'm not crazy. All this stuff is real, but if this is real, like, where's Antonio? He was gonna come find me. They told me at the Elephant that he was like looking for me, but where is he? Because I'd really like to talk to him right now, because I need somebody to tell me that this is real, because the only other conclusions I can come to are that I'm crazy or she's crazy. But she's managing her house really well for someone who's crazy, so I don't think she's crazy, but there's definitely something that's off about this whole situation, like it's way too good to be true. And then Olivia comes in with a priest and is like, my dear Cesario, can we go get married? And Sebastian's like, yeah, okay. So they go off to get married, and Olivia says they don't even have to tell anybody about it. She just wants to be married to Cesario, which this is Sebastian, not Cesario. But anyway, she just wants to marry this person who looks like that, who is this person who she thinks that she's been talking to for a while, but really isn't. She just wants to get married. They don't have to tell anybody or have a great big party about it or anything like that. They just say, okay, yeah, let's go get married. And that's the end of Act 4. So yeah, I might argue that there is a little bit of madness in this play, but also that there is method in it, and we will figure out where that method leads in the last act of this play. The last scene of this play, Act 5, only has one scene in it. So anyway, a few more monologues. We'll get it all sorted out, and I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.